Okay, so as I was saying, today it's gonna be very interesting because you're gonna be working on something. Well, first we're gonna have Tani's presentation, and after that we're gonna be working on something that I want you to work on, mostly because I want you to be informed about it. And then after that, I brought like a very, how can I say it? Is it like something that is not related to anything that we have seen, but I thought it could be fun, which is a Disney trivia. So we're gonna be doing a Disney trivia to see how much of Disney you know. It's just like it's like a quick game to like spice it up. And then we're gonna be reading about something else online, which is something related in a way to what we're doing. And then I swear after this, we're going to be finishing with the topic of the mind and the brain and all this. This is a topic that for me it's difficult to let go because I'm obsessed with the mind and the brain and how all these things work. And I think that as as people, we should know how this works, especially what we're going to be doing today, because that can really give you or mark a difference for you. Like if you know what cortisol is, if you know what dopamine is, what serotonin is, and then how to trigger this, I think that can be very useful. It has helped me a lot, and I'm hoping that by learning about them, it's gonna help you a lot as well. Okay. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and start. So Tani, well, I'm not letting you share the screen yet. Sorry. Okay, now you can. You ready to present? And
yes, I think so.
to present what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see.
Okay, don't worry.
Mm, 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 now, right?
It's not gonna- Oh my god, I love the colors. Like the color palette is great. I love it.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, you're sharing the screen right now.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, guys. I'm going to talk about sports. First, I want to say, I don't know why, but I want to say it. Was a little difficult for me select and that I don't know item or item
Item.
item because I don't know why, but I do a lot of things, but was difficult. I don't know why. I just can't find something that fascinates me. But one day I was running because I practice it, and I think I like sports. Why? I think I like a lot. Why not talk about it? Well, because it's more, I don't know, more sentimental for me. I think more sports it's more than just exercise. Well, and eh, I chose the first sports that I think I have been most important in my life. The first one is soccer. Well, soccer was the first sport I practiced in my life. My mom, my dad, my brother, at some point in their lives also practice it, and my sister too, Tamara. And my mom was very good at playing soccer, and I remember that she would take us to her games. I think I think Tamara and I are her biggest fans. Well, the second one are athletics. Well, track and field gives me a shot of adrenaline, but also I feel, I don't know, guys, it's a lot, a lot of emotion. It's amazing when I run and I listen to music. Well, but also when I run, it's a constant struggle with my mind. Every time I feel like I can't take it anymore. And I remember that when Tamara accompanies me to train and sees that I no want to continue, she asked me, is it your body that tells you that you are tired, or is it your mind? And I always think about it. And I think, well, it's true. Probably it's my mind that told me that, but I really can do it, or can continue. Running definitely saves me from all those moments where you want to escape and run and just run and run and run. And where, as I said before, escape of the reality. And sorry, are three sports, not four. The third one is dance. In my case, I practice hip hop. I was in a company. This is quite funny. As I had always want to dance ballet, but ended up dancing to something completely different as hip hop. But that history is I don't know, it's interesting, but someday I am gonna tell you. Well, hip hop for me was a very different experience. It taught me many things, but when you don't know how to I don't know how to um, teacher, how can I say, como manejar los sentimientos, manejar del tipo, o sea, de ese tipo, como manejar los sentimientos.
Maybe you could say, if you don't know how to handle emotions.
Well, when you don't know how to handle emotions when you are in a company or when you dance, it can hurt you, and it's difficult, and that happens me. So for the moment, I don't practice hip hop more. That was a amazing experience. And I sorry. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Tani. That was really nice. And I really like the topic that you chose. I think sports are very important, and probably it's gonna be related to something that you're gonna be doing research about today. Just to start with that, and I understand what when you were saying like it's difficult to choose a topic because when we have a lot of things that we like, it's just very difficult to choose one, like to settle on one and like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this. So I think I completely understand that. But it was very good. It was very good, and at the end it you accomplished the purpose, which is you were able to present about something that you find fascinating and something that is important to you. Okay. I'm happy that you guys like speaking because that's what we're going to be doing here most of the time. Every class we're going to be doing a lot of speaking. Most likely we're going to have listenings and also if possible some reading. Okay, even though we haven't right now we haven't gotten into writing. Okay, but that being said, that's going to take me to the following part. As I said last class, we are going to work or not to work. We're going to be assigning you, each one of you, a neurotransmitter. Okay. In case you don't remember, but those are neurotransmitters are like substances that are released by our brain, and they have an effect on the body. They are either positive or not so positive. Okay, so the idea to learn about this, of learning about these different neurotransmitters, is that you actually can first know about them, and then if you know them and you know how to what can generate an extra amount of them in the body, then also to know what can generate a lack of them. Like if I have a lack of dopamine, what is going to happen to my body, or if I have an excess of dopamine, etc. Okay, so for that, I'm going to be assigning you, each one of you, a different neurotransmitter. And the idea is that you go ahead and you carry out research in regards to that specific neurotransmitter. And you're going to create an infographic, which you will be presenting today. Okay? It's completely individual, so let me go ahead and start assigning them to you. Okay? Wait. Where is the chat? Here we go. Okay, I think all of you are already here. So Ale, you're going to be working with cortisol. Faudi, you're going to be working with serotonin. Tam, you're going to be working with gamma aminobutyric, which is also known as GABA, just in case. And Tani, you're going to be working with dopamine. So the idea of this is first, let me write it here. Okay, there you go. I think right now we're gonna focus on these four questions. First, what is it? So what's that? The idea is for you to add there like the definition. What is that neurotransmitter? What's the main function of that neurotransmitter? And then both sides. What would a big amount of such generate on the body, and what would the lack of it generate on the body? For example, there is one that the lack of it on the body could actually make you feel sad, for example. And then the last one, what practices would prompt its release on the body? Meaning, for example, what do you need to do to make sure that you are feel or that you have a very healthy amount of serotonin in your body? For example, the same for each one of them, okay? Oh, wait, let me add one more.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
I just have one doubt. You said like an infography, but I can do like a presentation on PowerPoint like I did with past presentations or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Okay, guys, any question, any concern, any doubt?
In my case, no, teacher.
Okay, thank you. I mean, so if you have any questions or any doubts, just let me know. I'm gonna be here. Let's just start with around 30 minutes to see if that's enough for you to create your presentation, your infographic or presentation. I don't know what you're gonna be choosing or going for. Let's just start with that. And if you need more time, of course, we can have that conversation. There's no problem with that. And whatever question you have, let me know. I'm also gonna be here. So if you're finding or you're struggling to find information about it, let me know. I'm also here. Okay. Thank you, Tani. Now we're recording, so if you want to go ahead and start presenting, go ahead.
Can you see the presentation, teacher?
Yes, Dopamine by Tani.
Hi. Okay, let me see. Okay. Sorry. Well, I'm going to talk about dopamine. Mm, What is it? Dopamine is responsible for allowing you to feel pressure, satisfaction, and motivation. When you feel good that you have achieved something, it's because you have a surge of dopamine in the brain. And what will a high amount of such generate on the brain? Having too much dopamine or too much dopamine concentrated in some parts of the brain and not enough in other parts is linked to being more competitive, aggressive, and having poor impulse control. It can lead to conditions that include ADHD, binge eating, addiction, and gambling. Also high libido, anxiety, difficulty sleeping, increase energy, mania, stress, and improve ability to focus and learn among others. What will a lack of it generate on the body? A number of factors may be responsible for reduced dopamine in the body. This includes sleep the privation, obesity, drug abuse, saturated fat, and stress. Low levels of dopamine have been linked to Parkinson's disease, restless leg syndrome, and depression. Low levels of dopamine can make you feel tired, moody, unmotivated, and many other symptoms. What practices will prompt its release on the body? Engage in activities that make you happy or feel relaxed. This is thought to increase dopamine levels. Some examples include exercise, meditation, yoga, massage, playing with a pet, walking in nature, or reading a book. And finally, are they recommended on high or low amounts in the brain? I looked it up, but it didn't show up exactly. So what I have seen, I would think you should have a balance, not too high and not too low, since both have cons. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Tani. That was really good. I really liked it. I mean, well, as you have seen, I really like the topic of the brain and neurotransmitters and everything. So that was really good. Okay, now let's have one of the boys, and then we can have Tam maybe. Okay, Ali or Party, who wants to go?
I think I can do it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure, take your time.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to you about cortisol and some things about it. Let's start with what is cortisol. Well, cortisol is an hormone produced by the endocrine glands on the top of the kidneys. And cortisol is a steroid hormone or glucocorticoid, and it is released in response to stress and low blood glucose. It is also called stress hormone because it reduces stress, and also it is a great help to maintain, the metabolism and the system healthy, and it helps the body in a lot of ways. And also it can help to regulate blood sugar level and blood pressure. Okay, now let's see. How can a high amount of cortisol affect the body? Well, it can increase the brain's reward system and encourage us to maybe eat foods that are generally high in fat and sugar. And it also can produce an increase in anxiety level, which of course is maybe one of the reasons because of the first thing happens. And you may also experience digestive problems, a rise in blood pressure, and among a lot of other problems due to this. What will a lack of it generate on the body? Well, if cortisol is low, this can cause you several problems such as loss of appetite, fatigue, hypoglycemia, and anemia. It can also cause Addison disease. And let's see, what practices would prompt the release on the body, and is it recommended on a high or low amount? A moderated exercise can help increase cortisol release. Also, a good diet and proper conditioning can help stabilize cortisol levels. So basically, any kind of physical activity can help you to increase the cortisol release. And of course, a good diet, it will help with it too. And the ideal is to have it under control at a stable level, like at a midpoint, not too high and not too low. And I mean, it's like the ideal way to maintain it in, in a recommended amount. Also, if you have experience with problems with the cortisol level, it is recommended to follow it up with a specialist. So that's it. That's my presentation, and thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Alan. That was very good. Okay, now, Tom, you ready?
Yes. Then, can you see the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about gamma aminobutyric or GABA. What is it? It is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. Inhibitory means that they are the ones that decrease the probability that a nerve impulse will occur. And what does neurotransmitter means? It is a chemical messenger in the brain. So basically, the GABA produce calm and relaxation. Relaxation, sorry. What would a high amount of such generate on the body? It can cause serious problems and be related to the development of different neurodevelopmental disorders like autism, intellectual disability, etc. What will a lack of it generate in the body? You may feel stress, sadness, irritation, or anxiety. What practices will prompt its release on the body? Be physical active and have good nutrition. And finally, are they recommended on high or low amounts on the body? Well, I didn't find anything that told me exactly answer, but I think that everything in excess is bad. So I think we have to stay in the middle.
Good point. Thank you, Tani.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tani. Thank you, Tam. That was really nice. And now we're missing only Faudi. You ready, Faudi?
Yes, teacher, but I can't turn on my camera because I am traveling right now. So I don't know if it is a problem.
Go, go, go. Don't worry. You'll always turn it on. So I think for a few minutes that you can and we can understand.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good evening, teacher and class. Today I'm going to talk about serotonin. Well, it is a nerve cell, a chemical nerve that is produced by some nerve cells and is mostly produced in our gut, and it's required by our nerve cells to have also a great brain function, but it also helps you in everything because it is very important to develop a lot of activities and that you do daily. It helps you really regulating your mood. It also controls your digestion and your emotions. They are controlled by serotonin, and it also improves a great flow of your blood. As I told you, it helps you in mostly every activity you do every day, mainly helping you to promote a great sleeping, to reduce your levels of anxiety. It also helps you feel happier, more concentrated, and it also helps you like when you have some illnesses, it helps you to treat them and also to heal wounds. As it is a chemical nerve cell. It is produced mainly by a supplement called tryptophan, which is an amino acid that you can find um, in the daily food that you consume, mainly in bananas, kiwi, salmon, eggs, daily milk products, among other kind of food. So it is very important and it has to be um, always with you. A high amount of it would generate in your body and brain a cancer called uh, carcinoid, which is a cancer in our neuroendocrine system, the one that produces hormones, and it would be bad as it would affect when producing the whole hormones. Also, you can present some symptoms like feeling that you may faint or you have constant diarrhea because and these are the lowest or the most common um, signs or symptoms that may tell you have a high amount of it in your body. And like a more severe signs would be that you may feel fever and seizure and muscle rigidity. A lot of it like face depression, anxiety, like low energy. You may feel not very great to have empathy with other people because it affects a lot your mood as it plays an important role with it. So it has a great impact that you may experience a lack of it. When you also have life changes, it would affect you a lot as depression would get even worse. Um, in By the other way, activities or practices that would prompt is release body, how to increase it, related to it, but having a normal and great lifestyle like exercising, eating, adjusting your diet, which is very important to have common food like salmon, eggs, um, daily milk products, also eating a lot of bananas, kiwi, pineapple, and tomatoes would be great. And also have, because when you don't have a great sleep, as in many things, it would affect serotonin, promoting and the other illnesses to appear. But also trying to have some medication and consuming different types of supplements like tryptophan and others would help you as they help you reduce depression, which makes you to be more likely to have a greater life. And the question if it is recommended on high or low amounts on the body, well, I would say it's recommended to be low. It's not recommended to be low amounts on the body, but having a normal size of it in your body and sometimes high levels, but not that much, would help you have a great lifestyle. And well, it will help you uh, feel yourself more focused, happier, and emotionally more stable. And I think that was all from me. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Faude. I think that was very useful. And yeah, in fact, what you said, it's all very true. Okay, guys, so now in a nutshell, like if I had to ask you, okay, from everything that you learned about this, if you could define, as we say sometimes in Spanish, of course not in Spanish, but like if you could define in a few words what your neurotransmitter was about, how would you do it? For example, let's say that you're supposed to talk about, I don't know, oxytocin. Oxytocin is another, I think, neurotransmitter. Oxytocin is considered the hug or the cuddling hormone, which is released a lot whenever you're hugging or cuddling someone with someone. So if you could do it like that, how would you define yours? Who wants to start? Maybe we can start in the same order. Tani, how would you define yours?
Well, I read that my neurotransmitter
Mhm.
are, for example, well, the neurotransmitter of happiness. I read it, so I think it is.
That works perfectly, thank you. Okay, Ale, how about you, Ale? How would you define yours?
Well, I think I read something like it was called stress hormone. So I think it's like the best way of defining, of course.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Tam, how about you?
Teacher, I have to say what I understand
Your
about
neurotransmitter. Like if you could define
um
it in a few words, like if you could say, like, for example, yours was like GABA. So if you could say, okay, GABA is,
okay, um produce calm and relaxing.
okay, it's
Ga-
a neurotransmitter related to calm and relaxation.
Yes, basically.
Thank you. Okay, Faudi, how about you, Faudi? How would you define yours?
I would define it as the nerve cell or the chemical cell that helps you in a lot of things, mainly sleeping, controlling your blood pressure, your digestion, and your mood.
Thank you. Just keep in mind that these are not cells. They are chemicals released by the brain.
Okay, chemicals.
Yes, not cells. Okay, that was actually very good, guys. I hope that it was useful for you first to read about them and also to learn about them related to what your classmates were actually saying. Now, what we're gonna be doing is the following. Okay, super quick before we move into that thing. There were a few words that I heard. As you know, I like to have a space for those words that I think maybe were not like pronounced the best way, so we can actually go over them. The first one is this one. How would you pronounce that one?
Maybe relaxation or something like that.
Relaxation, correct. Relaxation. Okay, then this one. What is the difference between one and the other in terms of pronunciation?
Science and science.
Exactly. The first one is since, to say when something is started. For example, I can say, I have been teaching since, I don't know, 2010. And the other one is the subject, like science, like chemistry, physics, blah, 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 biology. That is science. Science is the second one. Since is the first one. Okay. How do you pronounce this one?
Amount.
Correct. Amount, not amount, but amount. Like if it had like some sort of a amount. For this one,
Engage.
Correct. Engage. Engaged. Okay, this one. This one, if you're Harry Potter fans, is gonna be easier. Do I have any Harry Potter fans here? I don't? Oh my God. I'm shocked and deeply hurt. That one is pronounced
Moody.
moody.
Or
Moody. Moody. I was asking because in Harry Potter, they have a character that is called, in Spanish, it's called Ojo Loco Moody. Moody is the word that we say, do we use to refer to someone who is having a very, how can I say, like not very stable mood. Like the person is happy and then he's angry and then he's sad and then he's crying and then he's happy again and all of this. That is someone that is moody. Sometimes we say bipolar, but that's incorrect because bipolar is actually like some sort of disorder. Like I don't know if the right word is illness, but it's something that goes beyond. Moody is a way to say that the person is having mood changes, like swifts. Okay, this way. Oh, sorry, I don't have the chat open.
Anxiety.
Anxiety, correct. Anxiety. That one?
Restless.
Correct. And last, no, we're missing two. This one? No one?
Maybe.
Linked.
Yes.
Sorry, again?
Linked.
Linked. Correct. It has, based on the ending, it has a T at the end, so linked. We need to produce it like that, okay? And last but not least, now.
Achieve.
Correct, achieved. Achieve. Oh, I achieved a lot of things. I want to achieve this, that, whatever. Super quick, guys. I've noticed some of you are not pronouncing verbs in simple past the way that they should be. Do you remember the rule? As a very honest question. It's okay if you do, it's okay if you don't. I just want to double check on that.
Yes, teacher, I remembered it. We have to add the ed when we don't use like the auxiliary did, or when it is I don't know, it is, sorry.
No, what I was gonna say, that is correct for this the grammar structure. I'm talking about the pronunciation one. Because remember, in simple past, we have three different types of pronunciation. Either when it ends on when we say like wanted, when we say like this one linked, or when we say just pronounce like the D, like called. Oh, I called you yesterday and you didn't answer. That is a pronunciation thing. Do you remember that one? Okay, I see you quite silent, so I'm gonna actually answer. I'm gonna take that as you don't, and just go over real quick. It's just gonna be like a minute. So remember, whenever the verb ends on T or D, we pronounce the word as ending like ID. For example, wanted or needed. Okay, wanted or needed. Oh, I needed to go to the flower shop, but it was closed. Okay. Then if the words ends on what we call consonants or voiceless sounds, do you know the difference between voiced and voiceless? Who can tell me for an imaginary candy? Okay, if you don't worry. Let me explain that to you real quick. A voiced sound, it's a sound that when you produce it in your mouth, it's going to generate some vibration on your throat. For example, the word Z, as in zebra. Okay, so if you say like Z, put two of your fingers on your throat and try to produce a Z. Z. Yeah, do it, guys, and let me know if you can feel the vibration. Do you feel a vibration? Okay, if you do, that means that that is a voiced sound. Okay, if you don't, that means it is voiceless. Which are some examples of voiceless sounds? Okay, so we have P, we have K, we have SH, we have CH. Let me see what others. Oh, S, Z, no, but S. In this one, those are some. So whenever the word ends on that, that is a voiceless sound, meaning that whenever you have a voiceless sound, it's going to be pronounced with T, like the example of link, that you say linked, no link it, but linked, like producing a T at the end, linked. Oh, I linked this and this. Now they are together. I linked this. Another one, for example, could be wash, when you wash the dishes, or I washed the dishes, meaning like you already washed them and they are, like, I don't know, clean. And the last one is the one where if you have a voiced sound at the end, meaning the ones that generate the vibration, if you have one at the end, then you pronounce it as D. What is a good example? Call. We say whenever it's in past, hold, hold. Oh, I called you yesterday, but you didn't answer. Another one could be, for example, oh, R. So when you say offer, so you can say offered, or I offered my help, but she didn't want it. Okay. Do you see the difference? Do you see how it makes two? I offered my help, but she didn't want it. So I'm using the first one, which is that the verbs that end on T or D that are pronounced with ID, like wanted or needed, and also combining it with the ones of the voice, the ones of the vibration, like I offered my help, but she didn't want it. By the way, of course, you don't have to exaggerating as much as I am doing it. I'm just exaggerating them so you can actually like hopefully listen to them or see them or understand them. And a very good example also, it's for example the verbs with Z. Okay, for example, when you say, oh, I was amazed at what she did. Amazed, as you can imagine, comes from amazing. Okay, that was just a very quick parenthesis just to make sure that you are familiar with those. Questions, doubts, was it clear? If you have questions or if it was not clear, let me know.
It's clear, teacher.
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, that being said, wait. Okay, guys, now what we're going to be doing is the following. As I said, I brought you a small game. So for this game, this is just something completely out of what we have been doing. It's just something not to get for us to get out of formality, because we have been very formal, like learning about the brain and all these things. And even though that's very interesting, this one is just for us to have some fun, to let loose. Okay. So what we're going to be doing, as I said, it's a trivia game. That trivia game is something related to Disney. So you're going to be facing with lots of questions related to Disney characters or Disney things. Are you Disney fans or no really? Yes, okay, I see two there. How about you, Ale and Fabri? Ale looks like he's not that much. Ale's like, maybe 50-50, not sure.
Can you explain me the meaning, teacher, please?
Disney,
Yes.
like Mickey Mouse, Cinderella, The Little Mermaid.
Oh, sorry, it's Disney. I
Yeah, it's because
understood another word.
no, it's because in Spanish some people say Disney, but in the right way to pronounce it is actually Disney. Like I'm a Disney fan.
Okay, Disney.
Exactly. So are you guys big Disney fans? I think Tama and Tani, they said yes.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
We're about to find that out, so don't worry. Okay, let me go ahead and send you. Let me see if I think I have it here. Just a second. Where did I put it? Wait. Sorry, where did I have it? I had it open, but I think it closed. Let me see. Yeah, I think so. Wait. Okay, let me open it again because I think it just closed. Okay, just a second. Okay, here we go. Hmm. Finally, I was able to get it back. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. So pretty much what you have there is a link. For this one, only one person, you're gonna be in pairs, but only one person needs to open it. Okay. So if, for example, if Ali is working with Tanya, then only of you needs to open it, and the person can be counted. Okay. So how does it work? Let me share my screen so you can actually find that out. Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen, please.
Now,
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, now what you're gonna do is the following. You're gonna come here and click where it says play. Okay, so you click on play, and you're gonna come here and you're gonna click where it says, wait. There's one that should say bamboozle. Okay, this one, sorry. This one is bamboozle. In this case, you come here and you only click on classic. Okay, let me see if you can select 24. Yeah, you can. So if you can select 24, then go for 24. And then you select classic. And once you're there, sorry, once you like classic, it's gonna give you a screen like the one you can see over there. One person is gonna be team 1 and the other person is gonna be team 2. You choose. It can be, for example, Ali can be team 1 and Tani team 2, or the other way around. You choose. Totally up to you. Okay. Once there, so it is highlighted in fuchsia. So that means that team is going. So if it is Ali's turn, Ali, you pick a name, a number. Let's say that you want to pick 14. You click on it, and it's gonna say, who is this? So the idea is that Ali responds in English. So Ali can say, this is, I don't know, Prince Charming, for example. After Ali has said the answer, you click where it says check. Okay, if Ali didn't say Gaston, or if, for example, I think Gaston is not Prince Charming, right? Who was Gaston? I don't remember, to be honest. Anyway, so if Ali didn't say the correct answer, then that would be an oops. If Ali said the correct answer, that would be an okay. So meaning Ali is going to get the points from okay, or Ali is going to lose the points from oops. Okay, clear? Okay, now I'm going to be sending you into the breakout rooms into different groups, 2 and 2, to be able to play this. Okay, so let me go ahead and send you right now, and I'm going to be joining the breakout rooms a few minutes to see how it's going. If you still any question, or if you have any question or concern, then of course, let me see. Here we go. If you have any question, you can click on the bottom that says help, and I'll be joining the breakout room as well. Okay. Any questions before I send you to the breakout rooms? Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and send you there. We're going to take around 10 minutes to play with this, and then I'm going to bring you back to see who was the winner. So as I was saying, yeah, the idea of the trivia game was for you to actually have fun and to do something slightly different where you would still be producing the language, which is the main objective of the course. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is the following. We have been doing a lot of listening, a lot of speaking, a lot of research and stuff like that, but we haven't done writing at all. And if you ever take TOEIC, TOEFL, Cambridge, or any of this test, you're going to have to write. So what we're going to be doing right now is you're going to be writing a little bit, okay? But before you move into writing, there are some things that I want you to know first. Okay, what is the first thing? Okay, the first thing is that when you write, there are 3 main aspects that you need to consider. What is the first one? The first one is a topic sentence. What is a topic sentence? Okay, a topic sentence is a sentence that will tell your reader what he or she is going to find in the rest of the paragraph, but you're not giving everything. You're giving like a, oh my God, who left? Proudy left. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, okay, there he is again. So the topic sentence is a sentence that will tell your reader in a like in a summary, but not giving all the details, just giving like a taste of it. Como dice uno en español, una probadita of what the person is going to find in the rest of the paragraph. That is the first thing, a topic sentence. What is a good example of a topic sentence? There are many ways of creating a topic sentence, but we're going to go into that in a second. The second thing is the supporting details. What are the supporting details? In the topic sentence, it's very common for us to establish different reasons related to the topic, either good or bad. So in the supporting details, what you do is that you give information about those details, okay? And like, which is, or the reason why we do this is to support our claim. And the last one is the concluding statement. So you're going to have a concluding statement where you wrap up everything, okay? So what I want you to do is pretty much to think about how to from everything that we have done so far from last week and this week, you're going to choose your favorite part and you're going to talk about that specific part. You're going to write a small paragraph about that. What is very common? It is very common to have the topic sentence, around three supporting details, and then the concluding statement, okay? So how to write a topic sentence? Okay, it will depend a lot on what you're saying, on how you want to say it. The idea is that it is going to state in a little bit what the person is going to say. For example, I'm going to give you a very general one, but one could be, it could be, yeah, let me see.
Sorry, teacher. I couldn't hear you because I had some internet problem. Sorry. So I don't know what I have to do right now.
No, right now you're not doing anything. I was just thinking about an example of a possible topic sentence. Okay, or a thesis statement. That's another name that it has. So as I was saying, these I wrote it on the chat, something as topic sentence that could actually be a good example. So again, this one is just very silly. I just literally came up with it a minute ago or seconds ago. And then it says learning how to cook well could guarantee you a bright future in any business. I know it sounds very silly, and that's the whole point of it. You could actually make it different. I mean, you should make it different, clearly. So that could be a topic sentence. The topic sentence is, as we say, the hook, is the way in which you attract your reader. You're given a little bit of information, not that much. Because now my readers, for example, could say, what's the relationship between learning how to cook well and getting or being or having a bright future in any business? So I'm giving them a little bit of information about what the topic is about, but I'm not giving them all the answers right away. Okay, so now in the supporting details, I could specify around 2 or 3 reasons why learning how to cook will guarantee you a good future, a bright future, sorry. And at the end, I could just wrap it up. Okay, like a concluding statement that will close the idea. Okay, better. Clear. That's the most important part. Is it really clear? Yes. Okay. Now, take some minutes to write about this. Again, it can be the idea is you can choose any topic, but the idea is that you choose the part that you have found or which has been your favorite part. I was gonna say the part that you have found most fascinating, but again, that's pretty much what you presented. So the part that has been your favorite, it can be any of those. Even the break, even though it's your favorite part, that can be the thing that you write about. Just make sure that your thesis is strong enough to support or have things for you to say, which is what you do in the supporting details. Okay. So I'm gonna be here, and if you need any questions, please let me know.
Sorry, teacher. I am again here. I couldn't hear you, sorry, because, well, I had some problems. I don't know if you can explain.
Sure, Fauni. What I was saying is that right now you need to choose one of your, from everything that we have done so far, starting last week, you're going to choose which of those activities has been your favorite, and you are going to write a paragraph based on it. Your paragraph should be made out of 3 different parts. The first one is the topic sentence, which is the sentence where you hook your reader, where you attract your reader. In the topic sentence, you give a little bit of information about the topic, but you don't give all the information, because the idea again is to keep your reader interested so they continue reading. That is the first part. For the second part, that is the supporting details. The supporting details are usually around 3. And what we do there is that we justify the reason behind the topic sentence. So in the sentence that I wrote, learning how to cook well could guarantee you a bright future in any business. So in that case, I need to think about 3 reasons why learning how to cook could actually be a good idea if you want to have a bright future in the a bright future in any business. And at the end, the last part is just to have a sentence that would wrap it up, that would finish, that would conclude with the whole topic that you are discussing about. Better.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
You're most
Sorry,
welcome.
Teacher,
the problem.
sorry, sorry. It's about a topic we have seen, or I don't understand this part.
Yeah, it can be anything that we have seen so far. It can be any of the topics. It can be, for example, the video about the stress. It can be any of the videos, even the video about the importance of learning languages. It can be anything that we have done that you liked or that caught your attention. Better, Danny? Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
You're most welcome. Okay, let's take some time so you can write that. So this is just an example. Again, I just literally made it in my mind. Couldn't actually read it well, but this is, for example, a possible supporting detail. So the topic sentence is learning how to cook well could guarantee you a bright future in any business. So the first supporting detail could be, first, by learning how to cook well, you are following a series of steps in a successful way. The same happens in any business where you come across different steps on how to perform tasks. In some ways are more successful than others. So it's pretty much one reason. Right now, I'm giving you one. Of course, it should be more than one, two, or three. I'm giving you one reason why, like, it's trying to create a relationship between how to learn. Between the relationship between learning to cook well and having a success in a business or having a bright future in a business. So that is a supporting detail. So you could say, for example, I would never forget the day that Ale brought me brownies. So, and then I can start saying three different reasons why that was a very magical day for me. Thank you, Ale. I'm gonna be waiting for those brownies. Better, Tani, or no? Did I leave you more confused?
I think so, but it is. I mean, you wrote one detail, or yes, right?
Yeah, that is one.
Ah, okay.
I think it would be good for us to have like a writing workshop or something. I want to see if I plan something like that for one of our future classes. Okay. Okay, guys. I don't know if you're ready to finish, but it's almost 9. So what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna give you I'm gonna let you go now, so you can go and eat something or relax and everything. And as soon as you have the paragraph, send it to the WhatsApp group that we have. If you don't have it today and you want to send it tomorrow, it's perfectly fine. You can just wait a little bit. Make sure that this is written 100% by you. I don't want this from the translator or any other source. I want this to be from you because that's the whole point of it, to see how good you are at writing and what things we could actually improve or learn from this experience, okay? Do you have any final questions before I let you go?
Teacher, we can separate like the main part, the first and the last part, like into different paragraphs.
No, it should be the same because at the end they are only part of one paragraph.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. Okay, guys, any final questions before I let you go? No? Well, in that case, I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your evening, a very beautiful and restful and enjoyable weekend. Take good care of you, and I'll see you on Monday. I'm hoping to listen to amazing experiences from your weekend this coming Monday. Take care.
Thank
night.
you, teacher.
Good
Good
night,
night.
teacher.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.